Hi, this is Muhammad again. Let's continue the second part of this video. The first part was brief introduction about the schedules and hourly profile, creating the hourly profile for the occupancy, lighting and equipment load, as we seen in last video. So let's start how to create these components hourly profiles. Start hourly profile app. Okay, app. Yes. Okay. Now on your screen you can see I just started this software. The opening window, as you saw it last time also. So the option here, you can see over here, this is schedules. So if you double click on it, you can see new default schedule. So again, double click on new default schedule and you will find a schedule properties window. Here you can find three types of schedules: fractional, fan, thermostat, utility, rate, or time of day. Actually these are three modes. So if you see in the fractional mode, in the bracket you can find people, lighting, equipment and miscellaneous. That means this fractional mode is applicable for these three components, as we have already discussed in last video. Fan and thermostat is only applicable for the thermostat. If you are going to create a schedule for thermostat, it's applicable only for thermostat. Now just click on fractional and name the schedule. Let's create the schedule first for occupancy. So we have to create the schedule for three: occupancy, lighting and equipment. So start from occupancy, OCC, just name it as OCC, and go to this option over here, hourly profile tab. Click on it. You will find this window over here, and there is profile 1, profile 2 to the right side of this window, and left side there is a profile. If you click on this drop down arrow, you can also select from here any one of the profile. Let's take profile 1, and once you select profile 1, it will be appeared as you seeing in this video, and you just click on this graph. This is actually the graph. The y-axis is percentage of opening or percentage of usage of the component, and this x-axis is the time. So if you see over here, you can see the time has 00, which is 12 AM, and start from 12 AM. This is 1 AM, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and morning 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, day 13, day 14, then so on and so forth till 24 hours. And in this y-axis, this is the percentage of usage of that component. For example, if it is this is actually a occupancy, means you need to ensure what is the percentage of occupancy is present in the classroom. As we take an example for the classroom, so as we agreed before in the last video, this classroom going to be operate for 5 hours from 7 to 12. Let me check. Yeah, operating hours 7 AM to 12 PM, 5 hours. So I will make a profile for 5 hours. So from 12 AM there won't be any people present, so make it 0. If you click over here, like as I'm clicking, you can just reduce or increase this graph. Now start from the 12. There is no students available on the 12 a.m. and the night time, so just make it 0, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As I said, from morning 7 this class will start, so the students will start to come from 7 o'clock and it will operate full till 7. So remaining hours will be zero occupancy. But to be more practical, the people or the students will leave the class gradually, so we can add additional hours. Let's say, for example, this is 50% of the students still available after 7, or 80%, or let's say 50, then 9 o'clock only 22%, then all people gone. In the morning time also, let's say from the 6 people start to come, like 23% or 45%, whatever. So to be more precise, to be more practical, it's all about how you assume and what is the general timings of any building, operating timings of any building, working timing. So in this way you have to create this profile for this occupancy. So this is the completion of this profile. Next you have to go for assignments. In these assignments you can see over here designed Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all 6 days of a week, and including holidays. And here you can see JFMA. This is actually the months: January, February, March, April, May, June till December. So the function of this tab is you need to assign this profile, which we have created just now, to the days. You want to assign this profile to particular day, or to the whole year, or to the whole month. But exactly it means, for example, these timings, what we have seen here, may not be applicable for regular, or most probably it's applicable for 5 days or 6 days. Some classroom will operate 5 days, and sixth day will be half day, or it only operate for 2 hours, and there will be a weekend holiday, for weekend off for every week. So we have to consider that. You can consider that also, but it's not compulsory, but you can consider. So you need to assign. For example, to be safe side, I am considering this classroom will be operate full month, so you need to select, like for example I'm selecting the 1 month, February, or you can select full. Just do one thing, just click on shift, just press on shift, hold on shift key and press at the last. Let me do again. First click on it, the first cell, then the last cell diagonally, so you can select all this automatically. Then click OK. Once you click OK, you will find here when the profile was created. Same way you have to create profile for lighting. So double click on it, new default schedule, name it as light, go to hourly profile, follow the same procedure. This time it's light schedule. So same way, this is x-axis percentage of operating hours, and this is operating hours in the y-axis percentage of operating hours, and this is operating hours, number of operating hours. Same profile you can create as you created before. So these lights will be off in the night time, so just make it 0, because there won't be any students going to be use the class, so no need of the light. Although it's totally depends on the type of the building. Sometimes these lights going whole day or whole night going to be on or off, depending upon the exact usage of the building. So here I'm considering it as it will be lights will be on only the operating hours 7 to 5, so 5 here over here, so 7 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is morning 7, 9, 10, morning 11, morning 13 means 1 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5. So this is the 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, sorry, 5 hours. 7 to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit. Okay. So 7 to 12, that is 5 hours. That means we have selected before the occupancy profile was wrong. So let's make it correct. Here it is 7 to 12, 5 hours. Click OK. Once you click OK, oh, we need to assign this profile same way as we have done last profile for occupancy. Click on here and shift click OK. So we already created another profile here, light profile. The next profile is, so first we need to make it right, this profile here. Just make a mistake. So 7 to 12, yeah, this is 0. Okay. The next profile, equipment profile, which is in this case computers. Same profile 1. Computer is also going to be used as the occupancy, same as way as occupancy, in same way as the lights going to be used. So same timings. Sorry, 7 o'clock. 7. Okay. From 7 to 12. Now assign to the whole here to be safe side. Click OK. Now you have created these 3 profiles. So this is the way to create these profiles for these 3 component: occupancy, light, and equipment. In the next video we will see the next part, as these videos going to be made in different parts. You can see where we are going to use these 3 schedules exactly. So this is the way to create the schedules for inside the hourly profile program. We have just forgot another profile, which is thermostat. So create here, but here you need to make sure in this section these 3 profiles comes under fractional, but you need to make note for this profile, which is thermostat. I will make a short form THRM, that is fan thermostat. Go to the hourly profile 1. See, here there is a little difference. Thermostat profile is not going to be the percentage. It will thermostat profile, the thermostat exactly the component which located inside the classroom and which sends the occupancy, or which sends the temperature, exactly not occupancy, exactly the temperature. We just set some temperature, let's say for example 20 degrees centigrade as a design temperature in the classroom in the thermostat. So thermostat will be switch on and switch off the machine depending upon the set point of the area. For example, if you set the point 20 degrees centigrades and minimum temperature 20 and maximum temperature 24 degrees centigrades, so once the room temperature reach to 20 degree percentage, thermostat will off the machine because you don't want further cooling. So if you do further cooling, the temperature will drop from 20 degrees to below. And in the same way, if the temperature raised to 24 degrees as its set point is maximum, so the machine will be on, mean the machine going to be on. Or you can set one set point only 20 degree centigrade without any window, without any gap. So if it is 20 degrees centigrade, if the temperature of the room below 20 or above 20, immediately thermostat will on the machine or off the machine. If the temperature is above 20, that means machine should on, so thermostat will on the machine. If the temperature is below 20, then the machine going to be off by thermostat. So that factor decided as OCC, occupied and unoccupied. So unoccupied means, for example, this already temperature is reached as to 20 degrees centigrade. So it's consider it as occupied. Unoccupied. Occupied means there is temperature is above 20 degrees centigrade, so it will consider as occupied. So later on you will see what is exactly it means. I will show you. Now, so what is the occupancy? So occupied hours, unoccupied hours, and occupied hours. As we saw in occupancy schedule, same 7 to 5 will be the occupied hours. So make this schedule over here, 7 to 5. Occupied hours. So only profile was created. Assign it for all days. Okay, so this is the way you have to create schedules and profiles in the hourly analysis program. This is the end of the part 3. Let's quick review. Equipment profile, hourly profile, profile 1, which you have created over here, and you need to assign. Once you assign, and okay. Now the important point is, when we actually going to calculate, or we are actually going to enter this information, let me tell you one thing. Being a design engineer, this is for information. I explain you this to know the importance of the schedule and the hourly profile. So sorry, profile 1, this for example is shown here, but in the real scenario, I'm just telling the very important point. The real scenario, we will consider it as 24 hours as a peak load. So this profile going to be created in the real scenario. Okay, just wait, I will create another profile again in the real scenario, right? OCC 01, hourly profile 1, full for the 24 hours, full for the safe side, to get a peak load unit, to get the unit with optimum size, maximum size. So I will consider it as 24 hours operating hours, as a 24 hours. Click OK, assign it. Same way, light schedule, sorry, need to create another one. Default light 01, hourly profile 1, assignment, click OK. Default equipment 01, sorry, fractional should be fractional. Profile 1, assignment. Okay, same way thermostat, THRM, you make sure, sorry, THRM 01, here you have to make sure this should be fan thermostat, hourly profile 1. Okay, assign. Okay, so you can observe here I did not change anything over here. Check profile 1, I did not change, just keep as it is. Light 1, profile 1, I did not change, I did not reduce or increase anything, because as I told you, I'm considering it as, assuming it as, although it is not exactly working for 24 hours, but I'm assuming for 24 hours, so I can get the machine size for the 24 hours in case we are going to use in the near future. So we must calculate in the peak load. This is the principle. The basic engineering principle is we have to calculate any capacity of any machine should be more than what is required. Later on we can add some accessories to that machine so it can drop down the operating hours of that machine depending upon the requirement. But when you are going to calculate the load, you need to calculate for the peak load. That's why in normal procedure we just calculate for 24 hours. So when you are going to calculate for the in real project scenario, I suggested that you have to create in this way. You have to consider as 24 hours operating hours, but this profile which I created, I just explain you for an example. You can use in this way also, or you can use for 24 hours, but I suggest better to use for 24 hours. So this is the end of this part. In the next part we will see the next part is the fourth one. We are going to start the calculation. So I will take an example of any area, like same example of classroom, and I will calculate for the same classroom I will start the calculation for this, and I will show how to enter this information inside the software. So till then, share, like, subscribe, and wait for my next video, which is I'm going to publish in the Ramadan holidays, because due to the heavy busy schedule, I'm unable to upload the videos during this long time, which is almost 1 year. But now I'm decided I'm going to upload all videos. I got many requests, many mails, messages. Thanks for that messages, and I will upload as much I can, and in the Ramadan holidays. So till the time, just keep share, subscribe, and comment.